Hi, everyone. This is Inside the TMC family. I am Faith Howard Mooney from the Mortgage Collaborative. And this is our first recording. I'm so excited for 2023. I have someone in the industry I haven't known for a long period of time, but I just absolutely have learned in the last, I don't know, 6 months that I love talking with this person and excited to have her with me today. So today with me is Leah Patino. She's the VP of Mortgage Lending at Wings Financial. And thanks for doing this with me.
Absolutely. Hi, Faith. How are you?
I am doing well, doing well. We're in Minnesota where we got like 14 inches of snow this
Oh my
week.
God.
It's been
Insanity.
craziness, absolute craziness. The most snow, I don't know, as you can see the top of my car when I leave my driveway at this point because the snow is so piled up. But
hmm
share a little bit about who Wings is since you're relatively new into the TMC family.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. And I have to say, we're very excited to finally be a part of the family. Best decision that we made. Certainly enjoyed our first conference that we had earlier. I guess, well, last year now, 2022. So it's been great. But we are a credit union. We're based in Minnesota and largest credit union in the state, and then we fall within the top 40 within the country. We started out as Northwest Airlines Credit Union, and then that transpired into the airline industry, and now we have a community charter. So have a number of branches in the state of Minnesota, as well as a few peppered throughout the country. So
Uh, we are excited to have you as well. It's always been a goal of mine to be able to work with Wings because you're literally 2 miles down the street from me. So excited that we both could make that happen and interested in learning more about you because I think that in knowing just a little bit, you're maybe one of the people that doesn't necessarily have a traditional mortgage trajectory. But let's start out with your first job that you ever had.
oh gosh, my first job that I ever had. Well, my mom actually, she had a booth at the Minnesota State Fair. So for those of you that don't know, the Minnesota State Fair is a huge deal here. Big event, 12 days of fun. She had a booth there selling tchotchkes and candles and sorts of all those sorts of things. But she recruited me at a very young age. I'm pretty sure she violated child labor laws for the for the amount of hours that I put in. But that was, I was working as a cashier and helping people, and that was my first job, I guess. From there, then I went on to a dry cleaners, and now here I am.
Yeah, exactly. What fun though being at the Minnesota State Fair as a kid, like every day of the Minnesota State Fair, because it's a big deal in Minnesota, but really it's one of the biggest state fairs in the whole United States.
Yes, I it was fun as a child, although it's ruined it for me. I don't I don't enjoy going to the fair. I actually went for the first time this year. I think in like 20 years, honestly. It's the first time that I've gone. I'd never gone with my husband before. And we've been together 15 years. So I finally had to pull off the Band-Aid and try it again. It wasn't as bad as I thought, but it certainly
Yeah,
has given me
tainted
a
it.
little PTSD.
I'm sure dealing with the public is sometimes a challenging thing to do in large quantities. So you did that, and then share with us how you got into mortgage.
Sure. I mean, like you said, a little bit of an unusual trajectory. Wasn't anything that I had seen on my career path. I'd spent most of my career really on the consumer lending side, in management and with our consumer lending team. I've been with Wings for a number of years, but I was approached about an opportunity to join our mortgage team. Obviously, they've been doing great things. They've grown tremendously, and I thought, I don't know, do I want to do this? Mortgages? I'm not sure. I don't know. But after some great conversations and really considering it, I thought, I'm going to give this a try. So I came over to start as a manager with our origination team. I started in July of 2020. So you know how the market was then. And I thought, wow, this is crazy. And I mean, I love the energy and the excitement. We have a great team of professionals, really, really fun environment. But yeah, so about 2.5 years I've been in the mortgage industry. So certainly not a long time, but I've been given some great opportunities, and now another one being the vice president.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they chose well. Is there one thing that like now that you've been in for a little while that you wish that somebody would have like just kind of clued you in on in the beginning that's like now so obvious to you that you would tell like a new person that's coming in, be ready for this?
That's a tough one. I think maybe just in general is saying yes to things that maybe make you uncomfortable or that you're scared of, like stepping outside of your comfort zone, because I certainly have a tendency to stay in my comfort zone. Like I said, consumer
Everybody
lending,
does.
that was my life. I knew that in and out. And so but saying yes to things that, make you uncomfortable and kind of put you out there can sometimes end up leading to really the most rewarding best outcome. And so I think saying yes more,
Yeah.
probably something.
I think that's good advice for everybody because I think we all like the comfort of consistency.
Mhm.
But yeah, you get growth when you kind of step outside of that in yourself
Right.
a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So I think that's great advice. If you weren't in mortgage, what would you be doing?
The possibilities are endless. um
They are.
Let's see, what would I be doing? I guess in my dream world, I would probably be maybe an event planner or something like that. I love
Oh,
hosting parties and all the little details and touches that make an event special to the people that attend, and really personalizing those experiences. I think, um, yeah, that's probably where I'd be. Hopefully,
I could see you doing that. I could so see you doing that. Um, We're in Minnesota. We're both here in this place. Some people that live here love winter. Some people are kind of like me, where not so much anymore.
yep,
What is your favorite winter activity in Minnesota? And you've got little kids,
I
so it could
do.
be something that you enjoy now that you have them, or it could be something that you just love to do. But what's your favorite winter thing?
Sure. I think now having little ones, it's sledding. We've got a pretty substantial hill in our front yard, and so it's pretty easy just to take my
Oh,
daughter out there.
nice.
And yeah, we live on a quiet street, so don't worry, we're not pushing her into traffic. But we can, go down on the slide or excuse me, on the sled and slide down the hill. And so she enjoys it so much, and it's just been fun. I mean, it's something that's easy and simple. So so currently, that would be the top winter activity for me.
Yeah, that's a great traditional Minnesota thing to do to have those great pictures of the kids out on sleds and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that was so easy. As I said, I always love talking with you because you're always so much fun and such great energy. So I appreciate you doing this with me
Thank
today.
you. Thank
And
you.
we absolutely positively love having wings in our network. So
Likewise.
you
Thank you.
got off to a very, very great start. And we look forward to many more good, productive, fun times going forward. So appreciate you doing this.
Thank you. Thank you very much.